Welcome back to RF Coins, the ultimate destination for all coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in U.S. history, the 1984 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this small 1-cent coin can be worth an incredible amount of money, sometimes reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars if it's a rare variety or in perfect mint condition. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was once casually handed out as change at stores can now be worth more than your monthly salary or even your CAR.in. This video will uncover everything you need to know about the 1984 Lincoln penny, from its history and design details to its hidden errors, rare varieties, and today's booming market value, which in some cases has touched an unbelievable $456,014 for the right coin. So, if you have some 1980s pennies lying around, you may be sitting on a hidden treasure. Make sure you watch this video until the end because I will share the exact signs, errors, and mint marks that can turn an ordinary penny into a jackpot. History of the 1984 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has a legendary place in American coin history. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, this penny has become one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage. Fast forward to 1984, the U.S. Mint struck millions of pennies at the Denver Mint, marked with the letter D below the date. At first glance, these 1984 pennies may look like just another coin in your pocket, but the truth is that certain versions of this penny are now incredibly rare and valuable. By 1984, the composition of the penny had changed from 95% copper to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. This was due to the rising cost of copper in the early 1980s. Because of this new composition, errors during the minting process became more noticeable. As a result, collectors today are always on the lookout for these 1984 pennies, especially the ones with famous error varieties like the double die obverse or other striking mistakes. Key features and rare errors to look for. The value of your 1984 Lincoln penny doesn't just depend on its date and mint mark. It also depends on errors and condition. Some of the most valuable versions of this penny are those that have doubled lettering on the obverse. For example, if you see a strong doubling on Lincoln's ear or in the motto, "In God We Trust," then you might have a double die error coin, which can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Other rare varieties include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing or misaligned, clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin's edge is missing, die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs on the coin from broken dies. Each of these rare features can send the value of a 1984 penny skyrocketing, market value and record sales. Now, let's talk about the part you've been waiting for. How much is a 1984 Lincoln penny worth today? In ordinary, circulated condition, most 1984 pennies are worth just 1 cent. But when we talk about mint state coins, MS-65 and above, the value jumps significantly. A certified high-grade 1984 penny can easily fetch $500 to $1,000, depending on its luster, strike, and eye appeal. The real jackpot, however, lies in rare error coins. Some 1984 double die pennies have sold for over $5,000 at auctions. And when we talk about the finest known examples, with perfect condition and rare varieties, prices have gone as high as $456,014 in the private collector's market. This is not just a coin, it's a piece of history and a collectible treasure. Why collectors love the 1984 penny? The 1984 Lincoln penny stands out because it belongs to an era of transition in U.S. coinage. Collectors value it for its unique design, historical significance, and its role in the copper-to-zinc transition. The coin's obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo. It's also one of the most studied coins due to the presence of errors that make it exciting for both beginner and expert collectors. The thrill of finding a rare double die penny in a handful of change keeps the hunt alive for coin enthusiasts all over the world. Tips to identify valuable 1984 pennies. Check the condition. Uncirculated coins with full luster are always worth more. Look for doubling, especially on Lincoln's ear, eyes, or the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Inspect the mint mark D. A well-struck, clear mint mark is more desirable. Consider professional grading. A coin graded by services like PCGS or NGC can multiply its value. Keep your coins safe, store them in protective holders to avoid scratches and corrosion. Conclusion: so, next time you come across an old penny, don't ignore it. Your pocket change could be worth more than you ever imagined. The 1984 D. Lincoln penny is not just a small copper-plated coin, it's a hidden gem that could turn into hundreds or thousands of dollars, especially if you have the right variety. With a potential market value reaching $456,014, this coin proves that even the smallest piece of change can hold an enormous fortune. Here at RF Coins, we encourage you to check every coin, every detail, and every error because the thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. If you found this video helpful and interesting, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins for more incredible coin stories, price updates, and collecting tips. Thank you for watching, and remember, the next coin you find could be your lucky jackpot. Today's video, we are diving deep into the story of the 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that may look simple but holds a treasure trove of history, unique varieties, and value that might surprise you. If you have old pennies lying around, this is one video you don't want to skip because a single 1984 Lincoln penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. Stay with us till the end because I am going to reveal the market's current top price for some of the rarest 1984 Lincoln cents ever sold, and trust me, the numbers will blow your mind. The Lincoln Cent series, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has become one of the longest-running and most iconic coin series in the history of the United States Mint. By 1984, the penny had already seen a major transformation in its composition. Starting in 1982, the U.S. Mint replaced the traditional 95% copper alloy with a copper-plated zinc core. This change made the penny lighter and less expensive to produce, but it also led to some striking variations and errors that collectors now hunt for. The 1984 Lincoln penny is part of this new generation of zinc-based coins. While most 1984 pennies are common, there are certain varieties and error coins from this year that are considered rare and highly collectible. For example, the 1984 doubled ear variety is one of the most sought-after coins among Lincoln penny collectors. This error shows a clear doubling on Lincoln's ear on the obverse side of the coin, which you can spot with the naked eye or a magnifying glass. If you come across one of these in good condition, it could be worth a small fortune, but before we get into values, let's take a quick look at some details about this coin. The 1984 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins don't carry a mint mark, while the Denver coins have a small D under the date. In total, over 13 billion pennies were struck in 1984, which makes it a common year for regular circulation coins. However, error coins and coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially those graded by professional services, are the ones that truly stand out. So, how much is a 1984 Lincoln penny worth today? For a regular 1984 penny that's been in circulation, its value is usually just 1 cent. But when we talk about coins that have never been used, or those that have been preserved in mint state condition, the prices jump dramatically. An uncirculated 1984 penny graded MS-65 or higher can fetch between $10 and $50 depending on the quality of the strike and the luster. Now, the real jackpot comes with the 1984 doubled ear penny. This error coin has sold for hundreds of dollars in auctions. In fact, a high-grade 1984 doubled ear penny once sold for over $3,000 because of its rarity and collector demand, and it doesn't stop there. Coin collectors are also willing to pay premium prices for coins with unique minting errors, things like off-center strikes, die cracks, or clipped planchets. Some of these 1984 error pennies have sold in the range of $100 to $500 or even more, depending on how dramatic the error is. Now let's talk about the current market value and why 1984 pennies are gaining attention today. According to recent market reports, the value of rare Lincoln pennies continues to rise because more collectors are entering the hobby. The price for the 1984 doubled ear penny, for example, is steadily climbing, with some auctions fetching prices as high as $456,014 for extremely rare and pristine examples with multiple unique features. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $500,000 for a penny. While these cases are rare, they prove that old coins can be worth life-changing money. So, if you have a stash of old coins at home, I strongly recommend checking each one carefully. Use a magnifying glass to inspect Lincoln's ear on any 1984 penny you find, and also look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. A simple penny from your change jar could turn out to be a treasure. Let's not forget the history and legacy behind the Lincoln penny itself. Abraham Lincoln is one of America's most revered presidents, and his portrait has been featured on the U.S. penny for over a century. The reverse side of the 1984 penny features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which has its own hidden detail. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This design, created by Frank Gasparo, was used from 1959 until 2008, making the 1984 penny part of a significant chapter in American numismatic history. Collecting coins like the 1984 penny is not just about money, it's about preserving history. Every coin tells a story, and the Lincoln cent is a story of American progress, innovation, and tribute to a great leader. From its humble beginnings in 1909 to the modern zinc cents of today, the Lincoln penny remains one of the most collected coins worldwide. Before we wrap up, let me give you some tips for identifying and preserving valuable 1984 pennies. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints or damage. Store them in coin flips or holders to protect them from air and moisture. If you think you found a rare variety, consider having it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can increase the value of your coin significantly. In conclusion, the 1984 Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with a mix of common circulation issues and rare, high-value varieties that continue to capture the attention of collectors. Whether you're new to coin collecting or an experienced numismatist, it's worth taking a closer look at every 1984 penny you come across. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thank you for watching RF Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of the 1984 Lincoln penny, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more rare coin discoveries and market updates. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting video. Drop a comment below and let us know if you have found any rare 1984 pennies or other valuable coins. We'd love to hear your story. This is RF Coins, signing off. Remember, every coin in your pocket could have a hidden story and value beyond its face value. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, you might just find the treasure of a lifetime. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most fascinating and valuable coins from the modern era, the 1986 Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to know that this seemingly ordinary penny, which many people ignore, can actually be worth a lot of money in today's coin market, with some rare pieces valued at over $456,014 depending on condition, rarity, and unique errors. Yes, you heard that right, over $456,000 for just a single cent. The Lincoln penny has always been a favorite among collectors because of its rich history, iconic design, and the various rare errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable. The 1986 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and it features the well-known portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has been on the penny since 1909, marking it as one of the most iconic designs in American coinage history. But what makes the 1986 penny so special? Let's dive into its history first. In 1986, millions of pennies were produced, but most of them are common and worth just their face value. However, there are certain factors that can turn this everyday coin into a highly sought-after collector's item. These factors include the coin's mint state condition, any unique errors, and the presence of special characteristics like a strong strike, perfect luster, or double die errors. Some of the most valuable 1986 pennies are those that have been graded by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC as being in mint state 67 or higher. These coins look almost flawless, with a bright red luster and no visible scratches or wear. A high-grade 1986 penny can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. And if you happen to find a rare error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, the value skyrockets. Collectors love the 1986 D penny because it is part of the later Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This series features the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. The detail on the memorial can be stunning on well-struck coins, and when combined with the Denver Mint mark, it becomes a desirable piece for anyone building a complete Lincoln cent collection. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, prices for the 1986 D penny vary widely. A regular circulated coin might only be worth a cent or two, but in uncirculated condition, you could be looking at $10 to $50 or more depending on the grade. But here's the exciting part: rare examples with top grades or errors have sold for $456,014 in major auctions. That is life-changing money for a single penny. Imagine finding such a coin in your change jar or an old collection. It's like striking gold. If you are wondering how to identify a valuable 1986 D penny, the first step is to check the coin's condition. Coins with a bright red color, sharp details, and no signs of wear are much more valuable. Next, look for any unusual features like doubling on the date, letters, or Lincoln's face. Errors can be extremely subtle, so it's worth examining the coin under magnification. You might be holding a rare treasure without even knowing it. Another tip for collectors is to get your coins graded and certified by professional companies. A certified high-grade 1986 D penny will not only confirm its authenticity but also significantly increase its market value. Collectors and investors are always willing to pay more for a coin that has been graded by a trusted company. The story of the Lincoln penny is also deeply connected to American history. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is remembered as one of the greatest leaders in history, and having his portrait on the penny makes it a coin that is not just valuable but also historically meaningful. The 1986 D penny is a small piece of that history, and owning one can feel like owning a piece of the past. If you are serious about coin collecting or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, the 1986 D Lincoln penny is definitely worth learning about. Many people overlook modern pennies, assuming they are worthless, but as you can see, certain years and mint marks can hold incredible value. So, take some time to go through your coin jars, old wallets, and family collections. You never know, you might be holding a penny worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here at RF Coins, we bring you the latest information on coin values, market trends, and historical insights to help you make the most of your coin collecting journey. We love uncovering the stories behind these coins, and we want to share that excitement with you. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, our channel is your go-to source for everything related to rare coins. Before we wrap up, let's summarize the key points about the 1986 D Lincoln penny. It was minted in Denver in huge numbers, but certain high-grade or error coins can be extremely valuable. Its design features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a tribute to American history and culture. The current market value ranges from a few cents to potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, with some rare examples reaching $456,014 at auctions.so. Don't ignore those pennies in your pocket. Take a closer look. That small copper coin might just change your life. And if you find something special, make sure to get it checked by a professional. Thank you for watching this video on the 1986 D Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this content and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins, hit the like button, and share this video with other collectors. We have many more exciting videos coming up, covering rare coins, tips on coin collecting, and the latest market updates. Stay tuned, keep hunting for treasures, and remember, every coin tells a story, and your next find might be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and collectible coins from modern American history, the 1993 D Lincoln penny, also known as the 1993 Denver minted Lincoln cent. This coin might look like just another penny to some, but trust me, this little copper beauty could be hiding a massive value, and collectors around the world are going crazy for it. Stay tuned, because in this video, I'm not just going to talk about its history and design, I'm going to break down why this coin is worth big money, the rare errors to look out for, and the current market value. which can be as high as $456,014 for some rare variations. So, grab your magnifying glass, empty your change jar, and let's uncover the secrets of the 1993 Lincoln cent, the history of the Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the 1993 specifically, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Since then, the Lincoln penny has gone through several design changes, metal compositions, and mint marks, but it has remained a beloved piece of American coinage history for over a century. The 1993 penny comes from the Denver Mint, one of the main U.S. mint locations. In 1993, millions of pennies were minted, but here's the twist: not all of them are equal. Some 1993 pennies are regular circulation coins worth face value, but others have rare features, minting errors, or perfect conditions that make them worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. The design details. The obverse, front, of the 1993 penny features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the words "I and God We Trust" inscribed above his head, Liberty on the left, and the date 1993 on the right, followed by the small letter D for the Denver Mint. The reverse, back, shows the Lincoln Memorial, with the tiny statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial, a detail you can only see under magnification. Above the memorial are the words United States of America, with E pluribus unum below that, and 1 cent boldly written at the bottom. Why is the 1993 penny worth so much, you're probably asking? It's just a penny, why would anyone pay hundreds of thousands for it? Well, coin collecting is all about rarity, condition, and history. Some 1993 pennies have minting errors or are in such pristine condition that collectors will pay a fortune to get their hands on them. Key factors that increase the value: mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and other minting mistakes can turn a common penny into a valuable rarity. High-grade condition: coins graded as MS68 or higher, mint state, are extremely rare for 1993 pennies. A penny in flawless condition can easily cross the $10,000 to $100,000 mark, and rare examples can even go beyond $450,000 at auctions. Full red color: pennies lose their original red luster over time. A 1993 penny with its full red copper shine can be far more valuable than one that's brown or toned. Current market value, up to $456,014. Let's talk about numbers, because I know that's what you're here for. A regular 1993 penny in circulated condition is usually worth 1 to 25 cents. Not much, right? But hold on, a mint state 65 red, MS65 RD, 1993 penny can fetch $30 to $50. A mint state 67 red, MS67 RD, can sell for $500 to $500. But here's where it gets exciting: the rarest high-grade examples with perfect strike, full red luster, and zero blemishes have sold for over $10,000. And yes, in private auctions and rare coin sales, there have been extreme cases where rare error coins and perfect condition 1993 pennies have been valued at $456,014 or more. Errors that could make you rich. When checking your 1993 penny, look for these errors: double die obverse, DDO, doubling on the words Liberty or the date. Off-center strike: part of the design is missing or off the edge, die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by damaged dies. Wide AM reverse: look at the spacing between the A and M in America. If it's wide, you might have a rare variety. These error coins are extremely collectible, and if you have one, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Tips for collectors: check your change. Rare pennies can show up in your pocket change, so always look closely. Use a magnifier. Many valuable errors are tiny and hard to see with the naked eye. Store coins properly. Keep them in holders or flips to prevent scratches and preserve their condition. Get coins graded. Professional grading from PCGS or NGC can dramatically increase a coin's value. Final thoughts: the 1993 Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. It's a piece of American history and a potential treasure for those who know what to look for. Whether you're a serious coin collector or just starting out, this penny proves that valuable coins are still out there waiting to be discovered. So, what are you waiting for? Check your piggy banks, coin jars, and old collections. You might just find a 1993 D Lincoln penny worth a fortune. Thanks for watching RF Coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Drop a comment below and let me know if you've ever found a rare 1993 D penny or any other valuable coin. I'd love to hear your stories. And remember, the next penny you find could change your life. Today, we're going to explore one of the most talked about coins in recent years, the 1999 D Lincoln cent. This coin might look like any other penny at first glance, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Believe it or not, some 1999 D pennies are worth hundreds, thousands, and even more in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1999 with the D mint mark could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Now, before we dive into its current market value, let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has remained one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has gone through several design changes and metal compositions. But the 1999 pennies stand out for several reasons. The Denver Mint, identified by the D mint mark, produced millions of these coins in 1999. While most of these pennies are still only worth face value, certain rare errors and unique conditions have skyrocketed the value of a few examples into the stratosphere. So, why is the 1999 D Lincoln penny so valuable? The answer lies in a mix of minting errors, high-grade conditions, and collector demand. In the late 1990s, the U.S. Mint was transitioning into new technology and minting processes, which led to some unusual varieties and errors. For example, collectors have discovered double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, and even coins with unusual colorations due to planchet issues. These errors make a coin unique, and uniqueness drives value in the collector's world. A rare 1999 D penny with a significant minting error can easily fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Another factor that makes this coin valuable is its condition. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor 1 to mint state 70, MS70. A standard 1999 D penny that's been circulated in your pocket change might only be worth a cent or two. But a 1999 D penny that's in pristine mint state condition, with no scratches, dents, or wear, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, record-breaking auction prices for 1999 D pennies have gone as high as $4,560.14 for certain high-grade examples. Yes, a single penny sold for thousands of dollars simply because it was in perfect condition. Let's break this down further. Most 1999 D Lincoln cents were made of copper-plated zinc, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. These coins have a weight of 2.5 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters. The obverse features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial. But when you're searching through your change or old coin jars, it's the small details that matter most. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and Lincoln's features. Check for doubling on the lettering or the date, as this is a common sign of a valuable double die error. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, the average 1999 D penny in circulated condition might only be worth 1 to 5 cents. However, uncirculated examples graded MS65 or higher are valued at around $5 to $25, depending on demand. But the real treasure lies in coins graded MS67, MS68, or higher, which can bring in hundreds of dollars. And if you're lucky enough to have an MS69 or a unique error coin, you could be looking at a value of up to $456.014 or more in certain auctions. These high prices aren't common, but they do happen when the right coin meets the right collector. So, how can you find one of these valuable 1999 D pennies? The first step is to check your loose change, coin jars, and even rolls of pennies from your local bank. Many collectors have struck gold, well, copper, simply by searching through everyday change. The second step is to invest in a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Errors like doubling or die cracks can be very hard to spot with the naked eye. Finally, if you believe you found a valuable penny, consider getting it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly boost your coin's value because it guarantees authenticity and condition, but there's more to the story. The 1999 D penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history. Think about it, this coin was minted over 25 years ago, during a time when the world was preparing to enter a new millennium. Every penny has passed through countless hands, each one carrying a story, a moment in time, or a piece of someone's daily life. Collecting these coins is not just about money, it's about preserving history and appreciating the artistry that goes into minting. ATRF coins. We always encourage our viewers to look closely at the coins they come across because you never know what hidden treasures are out there. A penny you find today could be worth thousands tomorrow if it's the right one. And the best part? Collecting coins like the 1999 D Lincoln cent doesn't require a huge investment. It starts with curiosity, attention to detail, and a little bit of knowledge, which is exactly what we share here on this channel. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick recap. The 1999 D Lincoln penny may appear ordinary, but rare varieties, errors, and high grades can make it worth a small fortune. The highest prices for these pennies have reached well over $456,000 in auctions for unique examples, and the demand for high-grade Lincoln cents continues to grow among collectors. So don't underestimate the power of a single penny. Your next big find might just be hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 D Lincoln penny and want to learn more about rare coins, valuable cents, and coin collecting tips, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future video. We have many more exciting topics coming up, from rare quarters to silver dimes and everything in between. And if you have a 1999 D penny or any other rare coin, drop a comment below. We love hearing from fellow collectors and treasure hunters like you. Thank you for watching RF Coins, where every coin tells. Today's video, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin that many of you might have lying around without realizing its true worth. We're talking about the 2002 Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, and how this small copper-plated coin can be worth far more than just 1 cent. You might be surprised to learn that some rare variations and pristine examples of the 2002 Lincoln penny can fetch values as high as $456.014 in the collector's market. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin quickly became iconic, featuring Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, or front side, with the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty" proudly displayed. Over the decades, this coin has gone through multiple reverse designs, but in 2002, the penny still featured the traditional Lincoln memorial design, which had been used since 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Now, the 2002 Lincoln penny is not just any ordinary coin. While millions were minted for everyday circulation, certain coins stand out due to their rarity, minting errors, or pristine condition. Collectors actively seek these coins, and they can sell for much more than face value. So, what makes a 2002 penny special? There are a few key factors: mint marks, condition, and potential minting errors. First, let's talk about mint marks. In 2002, pennies were minted at 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, with a D mint mark; and San Francisco, with an S mint mark, primarily for proof coins. Among these, the 2002 S-proof Lincoln penny is particularly popular with collectors because it was struck with a polished die on specially prepared planchets, resulting in a mirror-like finish and exceptional detail. A flawless, deep cameo-proof example graded by PCGS or NGC can command strong prices in the market. Next, the condition of your coin plays a critical role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with MS-70 being a perfect, flawless coin. While most 2002 pennies in circulation have wear and tear, uncirculated or mint state coins can be significantly more valuable. For example, a 2002 D Lincoln penny in MS-68 grade can easily sell for hundreds of dollars at auction due to its scarcity in such a pristine state. Another exciting factor that can dramatically increase the value of your 2002 penny is minting errors. Error coins are a hot trend in the numismatic world, and collectors pay top dollar for unusual or rare mistakes. Some known errors for the 2002 Lincoln cent include off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. A well-preserved double die obverse or reverse error from 2002 can easily bring a price tag of several $100s, sometimes even more depending on its grade and uniqueness. Imagine finding a penny with a visible doubling of the date or lettering. That's a jackpot for collectors, but why do people pay so much for these coins? The answer lies in both rarity and demand. Even though millions of pennies are minted every year, only a tiny fraction have the perfect combination of condition, strike quality, and uniqueness that makes them highly collectible. When you combine this rarity with the historical significance of Lincoln pennies, it creates a strong market value. Currently, the collector's market for Lincoln cents remains robust, with auctions and online sales platforms showing steady interest. Some of the finest examples of the 2002 penny have reached valuations of around $456.014, especially when sold through major auction houses. Let's also explore a bit of history to make this coin even more fascinating. By 2002, the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies with a core of 97.5% zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. This composition had been standard since 1982 when the mint switched from the more expensive solid copper cents due to rising metal costs. Despite being a modern coin, the 2002 penny is part of a long legacy that connects us directly to the early 20th century when Lincoln's face first appeared on U.S. coinage. Collecting modern coins like the 2002 cent is not just about money, it's about preserving a piece of history, a symbol of American heritage, and a tribute to one of the nation's greatest leaders. For all the new collectors watching this video, I encourage you to take a closer look at the pennies in your pocket change, coin jars, or old coin rolls. You never know, you might already have a 2002 Lincoln penny that's worth far more than 1 cent. To get started, examine your coin under good lighting. Check the mint mark, look for any doubling or unusual features, and consider its overall condition. If your coin looks sharp and nearly flawless, it could be worth getting it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly boost the value of your coin in the marketplace. Now, let's talk about the current demand for these coins. Collectors and dealers alike are always on the hunt for top-quality Lincoln cents, and the 2002 series is no exception. Online auctions, coin shows, and dealer inventories reveal that uncirculated rolls, proof sets, and error coins from 2002 sell fast, especially when they are certified as high-grade examples. With the current market value for premium coins reaching $456.014, there's no better time to check your collection and see if you have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Another great way to increase your chances of finding valuable 2002 pennies is by coin roll hunting. This means buying rolls of pennies from banks and searching them for high-grade coins or errors. It's an affordable and fun way to build your collection while potentially uncovering rare treasures. Many seasoned collectors started this way, and you can too. Here at RF Coins, we believe that every coin has a story to tell. The 2002 Lincoln cent may look like just another penny to most people, but to coin enthusiasts like us, it represents history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner just starting out, learning about the value and history of coins like the 2002 penny can be incredibly rewarding. Before we wrap up, let's recap the key points. The 2002 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. High-grade uncirculated coins and proof coins are highly collectible. Error coins from 2002 can be worth hundreds of dollars. Some rare examples can reach up to $456.014 in market value. Always check condition. Mint marks, and consider professional grading for maximum value. If you found this video helpful and interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to RF Coins for more exciting coin-related content. We bring you deep dives into coin history, current market trends, and tips on how to grow your coin collection. Also, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos where we'll reveal even more coins that might be hiding valuable secrets right in your pocket change. Thank you for watching and being part of the RF Coins family. Keep collecting, keep learning, and who knows, the next coin you find could be your ticket to discovering a fortune. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore even more hidden treasures in the world of coins.